This is how America was stolen, episode 27. Once removal became law, the violence no longer needed disguise. Episode 27 begins when policy turns into movement, when native nations are no longer pushed quietly, but forced to walk away from their world under threat of death. This was not relocation, it was exile. Orders arrived with deadlines that could not be met. Entire nations were told to prepare to leave lands their ancestors had lived on for centuries. They were given weeks, sometimes days, to abandon homes, harvests, burial grounds, and sacred places. Soldiers waited nearby. Compliance was expected. Resistance was punished. Families gathered what they could carry. Elders leaned on staffs. Children were tied to parents with cloth so they wouldn't be lost. Ceremonial objects were buried in secret, hidden in the hope that one day someone might return. Many knew they never would. The routes were long, poorly planned, and brutally unforgiving. People were forced to march through unfamiliar terrain, swamps, forests, frozen roads. Food was scarce, clean water rarer, disease spread quickly among weakened bodies. Those who collapsed were left behind. The road did not stop. Colonial authorities recorded these movements with cold precision. Numbers, distances, costs. Losses were treated as logistical inconveniences, not human deaths. Each body was reduced to a statistic. Each death was justified as unavoidable. Settlers watched these marches pass by. Some felt sympathy, many felt relief. Most felt entitlement. As native nations moved away, settlers moved in, occupying homes before they were empty, plowing fields before the displaced had reached their destination. Removal didn't wait for completion. It overlapped. Episode 27 reveals something critical. Forced removal wasn't just about land. It was about breaking continuity. By severing people from place, memory, and identity, the system aimed to dismantle native nations from the inside out. A people without land could be rewritten, but even on the road, resistance survived. Songs were sung quietly at night. Stories were whispered to children so they would remember who they were. Leaders continued to organize, even while marching. Survival itself became defiance. Many never made it. Elders died first, then children, then those already weakened by earlier wars and displacement. Graves were shallow and unmarked. Names were lost to the wind. History would later call these removals necessary. Those who lived them knew better. When survivors finally reached the lands they were promised, they found little waiting for them. Supplies were missing. Shelter was inadequate. The land was unfamiliar, and already occupied by others who had also been displaced. Conflict followed, suffering continued. The road never really ended. Episode 27 forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth.